You ready? You are born ready. Okay. Finding the height of oblique triangles. This is on page 28. I just need you to remember that the height of a triangle is always perpendicular to the ground. What does that mean? Perpendicular means you should be thinking of two lines meeting and there's a 90-degree on either side. That's what perpendicular means. Okay. If you measure your height, you would always go 90 with the ground, correct? I hope so. I hope you measure yourself straight up, right? So the height may be inside or outside the triangle. So I'm going to use a different color for the height. I'm going to say here the height is inside, here the height is outside, and here the height is actually part of a triangle. You should notice that every single time the height makes a 90 with the ground. Okay? This isn't going to take a whole lot of time. I just want to make sure you understand this. Okay? So let's put this into practice here. You're following, right? I know it's Friday, but I just want to cover this, okay? Let's do 28 and then I'll leave you alone. That'll be it for today. Kat and Steve are hiking in a park. They follow a creek. So this is Kat and there's Steve. They're 20 meters apart, so that's where the 20 is coming from. So make sure you understand that the 20 goes from end to end. Sometimes students ask me, is this 20 from here to Kat? What is this doing? It's assumed that it's from end to end. So it's the big triangle, not the small ones created by this dashed line, okay? And so on the side of the creek, when they spot a pika, which is a small mammal, on the opposite side of the creek. So here's that mammal they're spotting. So let's do some math here and see how this all works out. Because remember, right triangles is not a problem for us. We can still tackle it. Okay? I'm just going to tell you, don't mix up triangles. That's all I'm going to tell you. And hopefully it'll make sense when I do this. How far is Kat from Pika? Let's give it a letter. Let's call, so Kat, Pika, let's call that X. And try to solve that one. So I'm going to make a small triangle here. Like that, and quickly copy down the numbers that I need. 20 meters. There's a 36 here. There's the 17 there. This is Kat, Pika, and Steve. What did I not copy, guys? What did I forget about? The dashed line. You notice that? I don't care about the dashed line right now. Okay? I will first work with the big triangle. I don't. What law would I use here, by the way? Any volunteer? What law is this? Sine law? Can you find a third angle? And then you have a pair? So it's sine law, right? So you see that? I know it's Friday. Like, don't stop asking us questions, Mr. Erickson. Just give us the notes. Like, don't even bother, right? So 53 is these two added up. I'm going to go minus 180 to give me the 127. See that? 127. I will write that down with a different color so I can later on see, oh, okay, I figured that out. I will show the work here, by the way. Angle P is 180 minus 17 minus 36. It's always a good idea to show this step. Just in case you make a mistake typing this in, if I see that you have the correct numbers here, you still get at least half a mark, okay? So that's the 127. So there's my pair. I'm going to use sine of 127 over 20. Which angle am I going to use here? 36 or 17? Yeah. Zoom in more? Absolutely. Sorry. Page 38, Roel. No, 20. If you're interested in copying this. Yeah. Which angle am I going to use? 36? Yes, because I want that. Put the X here. I want that. So I'm going to go 36 over X, like that. And now it's just cross multiply and divide, right? So we cross multiply and we divide like that. And just for time's sake, I'm going to give you the answer. That's 14.72 meters. That's how far Cat is from Peak. Okay. Let's figure out the other side now. Are we good? I'm going to do this side. I'm going to copy. Please do this real quick. It doesn't take very long. We're just going to go 17, 36, 20. This is 127. And now I'm focused on how far Steve is from Pika, right? So we're actually interested in this Y side. Put a Y here, put a Y on the original up here as well. We're going to make a distinction here. So it should be less work now. Sine of 127 over 20. And then it's sine of 17, right? 17 over y. When a teacher slows down like that, you know why that is? Because students make a mistake here all the time. So when that's done, you gotta be like, okay, there's a point is trying to be made here, okay? So y is equal to 20 times sine of 17 over sine of 127. For time's sake, I'm just going to give you the answer. So that's how far Steve is. And it makes sense on the diagram that it's shorter of a distance than Cat, right? I think, so right now there's nothing new. The only new part perhaps is that I ignored that dashed line for now. Okay, that's what we call this the height of the triangle, by the way, guys. This is the height of the triangle, and we're going to calculate that now. And that'll be it for today. The only homework will be to beef up your study sheet if you need to. How wide is the creek? Okay, hold on, we're going to do this. How wide is the creek? Make sure you use a highlighter to highlight this part. I'm going to highlight this with green. So we're going to figure that out. Question. Would it matter which triangle I use to find the height? Either this one here or this one here, would it matter, you think? No, the height is the height, right? It doesn't change. So I'm going to pick this one for now. I'm going to pick that one. So I will slice it like this. This is the dashed line. There's a 90 here. This is what the diagram calls W. We know that this is 14.72. That's right from the previous question. We know that this is 17 from the diagram. Can I put the 20 down here? No, right? It's not. The 20 goes from end to end. I cut it. I cannot put the 20 here. Okay, so I'm left with this. Do I have a pair? Yes, I do. Power of 90, right? Sine of 90 over 14.72 is equal to sine of 17 over W. That's that's 14.72 times sine of 17 divided by sine of 90. Let's calculate that. I want to show you something here. 14.72 times sine of 17. Hit equals there. What happened to my camera? Seems a little weird today. I need to change the... Anyways, that's what you get. If I divide by sine of 90, watch what happens. Look at my screen. I'm going to hit equals. Nothing happens because sine of 90 is just 1. Okay? So it's irrelevant, but that's 4.30 meters. This would be the height of the triangle. Height of triangle. So what's so new about this lesson? It's just showing you that we can slice up a triangle to find the height. But you first need one of the other sides on the diagonal. Thank you guys.